Hi YouTube, this is Intuitive Retta. How are you today? I'm going to do a reading on Kanye West. Don't forget to like, comment below, subscribe, and hit the bell button so you get the notifications. And we'll get right into it. If you also want your own personal reading, email me at rettaware@gmail.com. Also, you can find me on Intuitive Retta on Twitter, Facebook, and also Instagram under Intuitive Retta. I want to say thank you to one of my subscribers. She sent me this for my birthday. And I also want to say, I know you guys, my friend Kim, she sent me some good stuff a couple of months back, and I appreciate it. We did kind of, she sent me some brushes and some paper to try out, and some colors. So thank you, Kim. This subscriber wants to be kept anonymous, but I just want to say thank you. Look at this. This is some Russian watercolors, and I appreciate it so much. And here they are. There's room for more. One of my friends told me where I can probably get some more. But this is the White Nights watercolors, and I really love them. And hopefully I feel better this weekend. If you guys don't realize, I'm just getting over the flu. My grandson brought it to me, but I love it. So thank you very much. I just wanted to say that. Yeah, so if you hear me cough, I apologize. I'm just getting over this flu, and my grandson, he always bringing home something to me. So I'm going to do Kanye and Kim. I did one on them months, I think like last year or the year before. But now I kind of understand them more. Kanye is the high priestess, justice and judgment. So he has very feminine energy. You know, when I say feminine energy, is that he's emotional like a woman. So when his partner or whoever talks to him, he takes what they say emotionally in like a woman does, and holds on to it. Where men sometimes don't quite listen to what you have to say. You know, they might listen, but their ears are open and closed. But he takes everything in. He's very, very intuitive. He's probably clairvoyant. I keep getting that. He's very intuitive. He's probably clairvoyant. He's probably can even see or hear dead people. A medium. He could be clear audio. He has that. So I don't say this much, but I don't really think he has mental issues. I think that he may feel he has mental issues because he doesn't know how to deal with these things, these paranormal, supernatural things kind of happening to him. And I would suggest, and I think he's having a hard time staying on the medicine because even though he's probably scared of this connection to the other side, to this intuitiveness, it's there. And that's what made him this superstar. That's what made his music reach people and touch people, is because he had that intuitive nature and he brought it out with his music. And I think that when he's on these pills, that it cuts off him and the other side. It's like a limb is cut off of him. And I think, and I don't say this much, I think Kanye really needs to find a spiritual advisor, someone that is clairvoyant, clear audio, you know, a medium, someone to kind of help him, teach him that it's okay to have these things and to use these abilities he has as a second limb or a fifth limb, you know, because and I know when he's kind of on, I knew a while back when he puffs up a lot, you can tell he's on medication because a lot of those psychotropics really, you know, bloat you a lot. And I think people kind of misunderstand him in all his confusion. I think sometimes people pick and choose what they hear, what he says, and kind of goes for it and just goes out on a limb. Like what he was saying in regards to slavery, this and that, I kind of understood where he was coming from. I don't think the way he said it was quite the way that people took it, but I understand where he was coming from. And I think some people, you know, didn't listen to the whole thing, just heard those trigger words. And I also think, like I said, he's very feminine. Also, people's opinion, public opinion, means a lot of him. That's where he gets a lot of his self-worth, and what he feels about himself is through the public opinion. Also, judgment. He could be very vindictive. He can be very revengeful. That's part of him. And now I see why everybody didn't understand kind of Kim's thing. But remember, when Kanye, he was with Amber for a while, but remember, Amber didn't speak. So now she speaks. And we kind of see, her personality. At first we didn't. He didn't allow her to really speak. So we didn't have her, you know, her personality. Kim, on the other hand, Kim is the emperor. So like I said, he has that feminine energy. She has the opposite, the masculine. That's why they kind of work. He's feminine energy, she's masculine, you know, and that's needed. So she's the one who takes charge of the relationship. She's the more, what she says goes in that relationship. She would be quick to leave him before he leaves her. Because she'll end things that no longer serve her. People, places, and things. I understand why she had the kids. First of all, the emperor likes family. But she's unable to kind of give that emotional stuff back to Kanye. Kanye's there for her very emotionally. But because she has that masculine energy, she doesn't kind of understand the emotional aspects of Kanye. And her having the kids is kind of like her way to say, here, I gave you this emotionally, if that makes sense. So, yeah, she's the boss in that relationship at all. So I want to see, I think Kanye really needs to go see a spiritualist, a medium, someone that can help him. I don't think, and I don't say this much, is that I don't think he really has mental issues. I think that he perceives them as mental issues. Because remember, in our culture, in the black culture, it surrounds a lot of church. And I know when I was, you know, coming into my family, I had some family members that wouldn't even let me come into their house. You know, they just assume, oh, it's devil, this and that. So in our culture, it's kind of, people are starting to wake up of it now, but not everybody. So it's not something that's embraced. And I think Kim and them, well, I know Chris does magic. She has a tape back there years and years ago of her doing candle magic. So I want to see where he is, and then we'll see their relationship. So where is Kanye now? Burnt by the sun, ambition, extension, reach. So burnt by the sun. I think that it's his star power. I feel like, you know, he has a big ambition. He has a lot of reach, but he also feels that he's been burnt by it. You know, that he's not always understood. That, you know, the more he's out there, the more people talk negatively about him. He craves it, you know, because he loves, you know, public opinion. He loves to be out there in public, but he also hates the negative connotation in regards to it. So he feels like it's a curse. What's it? It's a, what do they say? It's a blank and a curse. It's a blessing and a curse. So that's basically what it's telling me. I'm just shuffling these cards very well. Excuse me. Because this is a new deck. And this is called the... this is a new deck. And I had them in order. This is called the Infinite Visions. And it wanted to be used. So where is Kanye now? So I understand when I do the numerology and I really sat back, I understand why he's with Kim. I don't know. And see, Kim's all about her money. She's all about her business. She's all about her family and so forth. That's that Emperor energy. And she can get rid of things that no longer serve her. I don't know if he's as masculine, because he's very emotional. It depends on if, you know, she'd rather be the man in the relationship than feel like the woman, you know. It depends. Okay, so where is he at now? The Six of Pentacles. I feel like right now he's feeling like it's a lot of give and take. It's a lot of give and take, and he feels like he's giving more, and people are constantly taking, and he's getting in return. I hope you guys can see these cards. His cross to bear is his mind. Like I told you, he might perceive his cross to bring is his mind. His mind is his worst enemy. But like I said, I think he needs to go see some spiritualists. I think he needs to see someone to teach him to use and harness these intuitive feelings, whether he hears voices, because I think he might, but I think the voices and stuff that he hears are really, you know, it's not his mind, you know, making it up. I think that he's actually hearing either dead people, ancestors, whatever. That's what his cross to bear is that he doesn't know how to deal with his mind. I think that his first onset was to go and get some psychiatric help, because I think this has been unchecked for a while. He's always had this ability, and you can only ignore it for so long. And especially like in our community, we look down on this. We're like, oh, you're crazy, you know. He needs to be able to talk to somebody about these experiences and help him work it out and help him build, because usually when we're young, we can build defense mechanisms against, you know, the onset of these other things. Like, you know, you can build, okay, our house. I don't want these beings in our house. So you put up wards and stuff so that they can't, so you have your time out, you know, so you can say, okay, I when I'm home or in my room, I don't want to see people. I don't want to hear people, this and that. So he was a completely open book. So this is what happens to a lot of kids that are completely open, and they have these abilities and they're completely open. They can be manipulated by beings or things from the other side, because you are this different light. And on the other side, they talk. They say, hey, look for that person that shines this color, this brightness. Those people can hear you. Those people can help you. So therefore, you get an onslaught of good, bad, you know, in between people, entities, dimensional beings that are attracted to you, and they congregate on you. And not all of them have your best interest in hand. And if you don't have a defense mechanism, they can just mess with you. And I think that's what happened to Kanye. I think now that he's older and, you know, his way of dealing with it is because a lot of people don't understand, was to go get some psychiatric help. Is it too late? I don't know. Is the damage done? Because it can make people go crazy. I don't know. I think he really needs to see a spiritualist. And the way I say spiritualist, not some, you know, someone that is really intuitive, someone that is very into mediumship, clairvoyant. He can talk, you know, have these different things and talk about that and help him build up, you know, his defenses. Or Kanye, if you're watching this, there's a book called The Witch's Shield. Look up that. It gives you some defenses on that. And I think that the medicine is going to make you worse and mess with, because it's just masking the problem, not really dealing with it. Okay, underneath that, a lot of his problem is his wife. So I don't think she would quite understand, even though her mother is in candle magic or whatever, because I've seen the video. She's more practical. So she's about business, money, the physical. I don't think she quite understands him well. She doesn't quite understand him as well as, need be. And that's a lot of problems for him. Let's see in the past. He's been in a really, really sunken place. He has been. He's been very depressed. He kind of feels like he's by himself. He's on an island by himself. He was unable to even see the good, the good things that were coming. He just kept seeing the misses or the spilled milk, emotional turbulence. He couldn't find that bright sunlight. It's on his mind is the Eight of Pentacles, is the details. He's trying to do some work. He's also, I think he has a lot of interaction with his children, and I think he's also teaching his children. So like musically and stuff like that, I think he's teaching his children a lot of conversations, probably conversations that the kids are like, well, this is a little bit above me, because they're young, but it's in the details. He likes having those children as his muse, as he's the teacher, and he can teach them his so-called genius, and it's the devil in the details. So he's very detail-oriented when it comes to his children. Also, Nine of Pentacles. Is he working on also a new project? I do see a new project. So I think he's working on the details of a new project and bringing it in. And also he's trying to get more comfortable in his home. So his home and his family is very important. The Hierophant. Also, the Hierophant is all about structure, hierarchy, laws, legal issues. Is he having some legal issues, or is he going to seek some maybe religious or hierarchy help for his family? We'll see. I'm trying to understand, because the Hierophant can either mean law, or it could mean going back to school, or it could mean, a religious type. Maybe he's going to go get some help spiritually. We'll see. Let's see what's in the future for him. The Knight of Pentacles. He's going to bring a project. Excuse me. Oh Lord, he's bringing out a new project. Maybe that's why he's in the public eye all of a sudden. I see him bringing out a new project. This is something that he's thought a lot about. I don't know if he's telling all his truth in this project, or if he's being completely, but he's kind of surrendering himself a little bit in this project. He's kind of took down his defenses. He's kind of made himself more vulnerable in this project that's coming out. But I don't know if it's going to be good. I don't know if the project's really going to be as great as he wants it to be. It might not be well received. It might not be well received. Let's see. But he's going to defend it. He's going to defend. I don't think his new project that he brings out is going to be as well received. He's going to be devastated because, I told you public opinion means a lot to him, but he's going to defend it. He's going to defend it. So let's look at, so he has a new project coming out. He is going through some things mentally right now, but I think he really needs to see. I'm hoping that Hierophant is him seeing someone more spiritual, more than a doctor. Okay, let's see. In his relationship with Kim K. Oops. I think he feels safe with her. She would make him feel safe and secure. But the problem is that she's not very emotional. She's not very emotional. She's very rational. And he's very emotional. He's a very emotional man. Let's see. Let's see their relationship. Let's see. burnt by the sun. There's that same card. You see me. So he feels that, you know, it's a blessing and a curse, basically. You know, he's far-reaching. He has a lot of ambition, their relationship, but it's also, the more it's out there, the more it's ridiculed. You know, the more it's up for public opinion, even though they both like it. They like being in the public. You know, it's a blessing and a curse. I think he's going right now, he's on a little kind of high. Like, he's on a little high. Like, he's working on the details. He's probably working on music, but he's like, do. I don't know if it's the meds, the part of being on the meds or off the meds. He's kind of like all over the place right now. Okay, where is their relationship? I don't know if I did these. Let me try these again. So Kim and Kanye, their relationship. I'm going to put Kim on the masculine side and Kanye on the feminine, because she's more masculine than he is. That lets me understand him a little bit better. I wish he would go see someone. It's not gonna be easy, but you know, I think if he does see, you know, a spiritual advisor, that is, you know, that has psychic and mediumship and clairvoyancy, I think it would help him a lot than the pills. I think the pills are messing him up even more. Okay, the relationship. It's a lot of words, a lot of thoughts in regards to the relationship right now. Let me see what that means. So this is Kanye. He is being a little bit primitive, a little bit aggressive in his feelings of his relationship, more passionate. There's a lot of words going on. Let's see, for her, I think there's a lot of kind of words as weapons. I think that I think Kim's words, she can disarm him or she can attack him with her words, her truth, her ace. He's more passionate. He's not one. He's an artist. He's not one. He works on passionate, kind of the primitive, the red chakra areas, but she's more calculated, you know, and she kind of rules the roost. So she can use her words as either, you know, as a weapon or on defense. So I think there's been some type of, you know, there's a lot of plans and words and thoughts in regards to the relationship and interacting. I'm not seeing, like, he's passionate. Let's see. What does he feel about her? He feels that she saved him. He feels, so you look at this card and you see a woman and a knight, and I think this is Kanye. She saved him. So he feels, his feelings is that she saved him, and her words, she goes forth on her words. You see, it's all very calculated, and all these thoughts and stuff is very calculated. You know, she has the ability to save him or finish him off. You know, her words and her actions, you know, can make her really break him. He looks at her as a savior. Like, she saved me. Let's see. What does she feel about him? She doesn't really know. She doesn't really know what she wants to do. You know, she really doesn't want... She has people in her ear telling her... She has, like, people in her ear telling her, you need to leave that crazy man. And then she has other people in her ear, like, you need to stop and defend it. Look what people are going to say if you leave him. You got these children. And then you have other people, it's like, you can do better without him. This and that. She really doesn't know what she wants to do with him. This is the only passion, because everything else is very calculated on her aspect. And with him, this is the only thing I see passionate. She doesn't know if she wants to stay or if she wants to go. Okay. What does he want from her? He wants her to feel more passionate to him. He wants her to kind of come up with a plan to kind of increase passionate I think he finds that a lot of the things is too planned and too, he wants her to be more spontaneous in her actions, and not just, show this passion and this stuff when people are like around or watching. Ooh. Okay, what does she need from him? She needs him to get control over his emotions. Like I said, he's very emotional. She needs him to get very in control of his emotions. And I think also the whole up and down of the moods. She wants him to get better control over his emotions and his anger, his passion, all this. Okay, let's see. Three of Swords. She's heartbroken. The Page of Cups. She's heartbroken in regards to this relationship. But I think she's staying for the kids. I think she's actually staying for the kids. I think she's actually staying for the kids. And she thinks he needs some type of... Let me see. Hierophant. I don't know if there's going to be any legal... It could be a legal case, a new legal case, maybe a legal case. Like, this is the second time I'm seeing it. The Four of Pentacles. He's trying... I think divorce was on the table. And he's trying to... I think divorce was on the table. And this is the second time. So I really do think that divorce, because I've seen it in his reading now and there, that divorce was on the table. And I think he's trying to hold it together. I think he's trying to hold it together for the family, for his job opportunities, for everything. I think he wants to hold it together. I don't think it's going to work. She's like ready to be out of it. I think she wants someone else. Lovers, King of Cups. There's another man. She wants to be out. She wants to be out. Yes. She wants to be out. She doesn't really want to be in this relationship. She's staying for the kids, but there's another man that's kind of on her. She wants the Five of Swords is about conflict, verbal conflict. There's a lot of arguing. She's over it. Sure. This is the Lovers is all about choices, many different choices. And this is the King of Cups. And the Seven of is too much going on. Too much. And you need a timeout. There's so much going on. You need to focus. So she wants out. There's either... but I'm finding it more on this side. Hold on. The Dark Priestess, his inner, he's really upset about, there's a lot of fighting about her past lovers. So there's a lot of fighting in regards to her past lovers. That's what I'm believing. Because this is the Dark Priestess that I wanted. There's a lot of fighting in regards to her past lovers. He kind of compares himself to her past lovers. So it's not more that she wants someone else. It means that he kind of brings it up, and the words intuitively, like he's very intuitive, and words and stuff kind of hurt him, and they, he's taking this in, and it's like he's not letting it go, and it's festering. There needs to be some type of change. There needs to be a change in their relationship. There needs to be change in their relationship, and this is either a lot of confusion. There's a lot of confusion, a lot of chaos. It could be on his part, which he might even go back to the hospital, which I don't think so. I think that this whole new record's not really going to kind of be what he wants it to be. He might go back in the hospital. or he might have a time out. I don't think he needs to go to the hospital. I think he needs a spiritual intervention. Um, I think she's going to encourage him to go back to the hospital. The Eight of Cups, walking away. Six of Pentacles, he feels like he gives more than what he's receiving. Walking away. She's ready to walk away. He's going to be devastated. He is like, he's got some mental stuff that's going on. He really needs to see a spiritualist. He needs to get these thoughts and stuff, because I don't think it's all mental. I think that I think he hears voices. I think he sees things, stuff like that. And he really needs to see a spiritualist to kind of get his guards up, to kind of clear his energy, to clear the energy around, to try to teach him at the same time. I think that, sorry enough, I think that Kim wants to kind of go away. I think Kim wants to walk away from this relationship. I think she's talked about, I think she's talked about divorce. I think he's very obsessed with her past lovers. I think she needs something to change. And I think that she's going to encourage him to say, hey, you need to go to the hospital. You need to kind of get a time out. She wants to walk away. It's like we've tried it so many times. He's going to be devastated. I don't see this relationship. Might be why he's saying he's moving to Chicago. This might be the public way of them kind of breaking up. Does Kim love him? No. Not anymore. She's like done. Does Kim love him? The Seven of Swords is deceptiveness, kind of, very deceptive. And the Five of Cups is sadness, depression. I don't think she loves him. Does Kanye love her? Three of Cups. He loves her with all his heart. He loves her with all his heart. She's not in love with him anymore. She's not in love with him anymore. All right, that's the end of the reading. Talk to you later. Bye.